Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Zen Lounge. I have some exciting updates to share with you guys today. Today, we're going to go over some general updates. We're going to go over some sologenic corium news. We're going to go over some Cosmos news and more. So, I hope you're ready for this video. Hopefully, you guys are having an awesome weekend. And let's get this show started. Billionaire Mark Cuban loses $870,000 in crypto scam. The owner of the Dallas Mavericks could have even lost more in this incident. And this is really important to know because just because you're very, very successful and a lot of people think you're very, very smart at what you do, it doesn't always mean that you're an expert in everything. And a lot of successful people, constantly you hear about celebrities getting their wallets drained, getting hacked, and more because they probably haven't educated themselves on the basics. That's exactly why I started this video off with my website. For those of you that watch my videos that don't know, I do offer consultations for people that want to get started with learning how to set up their wallet, learning how to get into DeFi, etc. But most importantly, the subscription to the website you guys could join so you could basically not make the same mistakes that Mark Cuban makes, where he lost basically almost $1 million. He was managed to save some of his transactions, some of his holdings, but a lot of his stable coins, a lot of his assets did get drained, totaling $870,000. If I lost $870,000, I'll be crying myself to sleep for weeks. I don't want that to happen to you guys. So make sure you educate yourself on the basics. Do not fall for phishing scams. You got to know what phishing scams are to not fall for them. Don't ever give your private keys. Make sure you learn how to protect your private keys when you have them. There's so many little tiny things that you need to learn when you get started in crypto, and you have to take baby steps. You have to take baby steps so that way your assets are safe and secure. What's the point of doing all this research? What's the point of watching all these crypto videos? If at the end of the day, you don't hit 1000x, you don't moon, and you actually lose by getting hacked by something that can be prevented by just learning the basics. This is very important to know. I made a sologenic and corium research video right after I posted the video. This always happens to me. I post the video and then a whole swarm of sologenic corium posts go out. So this is ongoing from my last video yesterday. And this is something significant. I was wondering, how come sologenic corium always go to these conferences and Bob Ross never speaks? He's finally going to speak, and he's a headlining basically presenter on the front page. We'll show you. And European Blockchain Convention is hyped to announce Bob Ross will be speaking on the 9th. Will be speaking at the 9th European Blockchain Convention. He's a rich entrepreneur with Bob is leading Corium official, the next generation layer 1 blockchain for decentralized applications. And they're inviting everyone to join his presentation in Barcelona. So Bob Ross is going to be speaking at the European Blockchain Convention in Barcelona. Let's go a little bit deeper. So this is the most influential blockchain event in Europe. It's going to be happening in Barcelona, October 25th to 26th. So if anyone's from Spain or in that region, go show up, support. There's going to be 300 plus speakers. Let's go over and see some of this caliber of these speakers. So there's supposed to be 5,000 attendees, 300 plus speakers, 200 sponsors, 10 million in media reach. The largest blockchain event in Europe in 2023. It's going down. And here are some of the speakers. We have people from Santander, head of crypto and blockchain for Banco Santander. We have the CTO of Algorand. We have FC Barcelona soccer team. So you also have some, regular. You have the VP of Fidelity Investments. You have Bob Ross right on the front page representing Corium. SIBA Bank right next to him. You have who else? Volkswagen, Coinbase. You have like UBS. Holy smokes. UBS is going to be present. Uniswap. Big names. I'm sure all these, and we could load more. Just so many big powerhouse speakers. Citi is going to be there. Standard Chartered, Circle is going to be there. And Bob Ross finally gets to speak and talk about Corium on the main stage. And I think a lot of people are excited to hear what he has to say. and there's some other things happening. There's a quiet storm brewing. I'm telling everyone, grab your umbrellas. The storm's about to come down. Let's wait for the liquidity with XLS30. Fabio says, great minds think alike. They think together. Close a very productive week with a great team meeting. The next steps for Sologenic will be crucial. Go solo. So a lot of people don't know that the Sologenic team used to be remote, and now they have an office in Los Angeles, and all the guys work together instead of remotely in Los Angeles. You have to wonder, why would they do that if nothing was happening? I would get my whole team together if there were some big things on the horizon where you need chemistry, you need to be able to work very quickly, precisely. Why would you move? I've been like pondering this for a long time ever since I found out. Like, why would you move everybody to Los Angeles, spend all that money for an office if nothing's going to be happening in the next months? Something's brewing. We'll see what happens. And so many people, there's this immature, in my opinion, conflict between solo and corium communities, and a lot of people do not understand both sides of the spectrum and how both of these technologies are going to enhance each other. And I have a metaphor to share, because if we think of blockchains as islands, would you want to live on an isolated island where only it's very difficult for ships to come drop off food, items for your survival? There's no bridges, there's no ports for ships to come drop things off. I think it'll be very difficult to thrive in that environment. Why do you think so many of these islands build bridges, build shipping routes for goods and services to arrive at their island? Hawaii has amazing airlines. They have amazing ships to port in goods and services so they could thrive. A blockchain is the same thing. If you're isolated only to your blockchain, and there's a whole universe out there of other blockchains with liquidity value, you're limiting yourselves. And I really believe that Corium is going to help Sologenic become a multi-chain dApp. It's going to help Corium become a multi-chain, Sologenic become a multi-chain dApp, expanding the use case, expanding the flexibility, making Solo more dynamic, being able to live on multiple chains. On the roadmap of Corium, it says that Corium's goal is to have interoperability bridges, just like bridges go into an island. They want to have bridges to the XRP ledger, Binance, Bitcoin, Solana, Cosmos, IBC, the whole IBC ecosystem, Ethereum, and more. So that way, everybody in commerce can all interact. We don't have to be maximalist. Everyone could choose what's best for them and still interact and trade. You want to be able to trade with as many people as you can, so you have the most economic activity on happening possible. Let's say there's a chain over here that has billions of dollars of activity going on. Why wouldn't you want to be able to trade and interact with them? You got to build the interoperability bridge. And that, in my opinion, is what Corium is going to bring to Sologenic. So the tokenized assets could freely roam through the entire new Web3 that is being built. So Sologenic and Corium, people are going to learn that the two projects enhance each other. They're going to enhance each other, and they're going to make both projects be the best they can. And you can see here that tokenization of real-world assets is already happening in Cosmos using the same technology. With over $8.2 billion in real-world financial assets locked on chain, Provenance is at the forefront of helping traditional finance embrace the interchain. So traditional finance is already embracing the interchain. I showed you guys proof and evidence of Bank of Mitsubishi in Japan already issuing stable coins backed by the largest Japanese banks. Now you see there's $10 billion. It's not 8 billion now, it's 10 billion now. I checked. $10 billion in locked up value. This is they have their own chain. We need to be able to communicate with all these different projects that are developing if you want to be at the top, in my opinion. They are now helping institutions build up private zones powered by Cosmos SDK with IBC baked in. and you can kind of read more about it. So traditional finance has entered the new era, already actively leveraging the benefits of blockchain technology across multiple asset classes and financial sectors, including asset management, banking, private equity, trade finance, insurance, and more. Providence blockchain, built with the interchain stack, is at the forefront of helping traditional finance embrace the new technological paradigm. The ecosystem built around the Provenance blockchain includes over 70 prominent financial institutions such as Apollo Global Management, Hamilton Lane, Guaranteed Rate, as well as innovative fintech companies like Figure and Oasis Pro. So in this article that I'll attach below, they have a look at traditional finance or choosing to build on Provenance blockchain. They go more into the why here, and they talk about the benefits of what they had to offer. And I'm going to move forward on that. So this is their website. They have $10 billion in total value locked, and they have tokenization opportunities and a bunch of cool things happening. And you can see at the Explorer, you could look up, here's the $10 billion, the chain value is 10 billion. And you can look up all the different things that are live on the chain. So that's what I got for you guys today. I had a tweet basically saying projects that have zero plan to go multi-chain are not going to thrive in the future. It's like isolating yourself on an island with no way to get boats to ship the resources you need to thrive. Hopefully that metaphor makes sense to you. Hopefully you resonate with that. But the future is going to be multi-chain. We're not in a maximalist world. That could get lost. All the big players say that. So yeah, everybody, hopefully you guys are having an awesome day, and I'll let you guys go. Peace.